So this is question 1 of the AS Edexcel Pure 23 paper. So we've got curve as equation that we need to find dy by dx in its simplest terms. So quite a nice question to begin with. We've got so we'll bring that 3 down, so 2 over 3 times 3 is just going to be 2. And then take 1 off, x squared. 7 over 2 times 2 is just 7. Take a power off, so it's just x. Minus 4x will just go to minus 4. And then numbers just disappear, we just lose the numbers. In part B, hence find the range of values of x for which y is decreasing. So that is where dy by dx is less than or equal to 0. So we've got 2x squared minus 7x minus 4 is less than or equal to 0. So it's a quadratic inequality, which comes up loads. So first step is to find our critical value. So we're going to need to solve this quadratic somehow. I think this one looks like it could be factorised. So we've got 2x and x. If I go with a minus 4 there and a plus 1 there, that'll work. So I've got my critical values, which would be the solutions. So x is minus a half from that first bracket, and x is 4 from the second. Here, to figure out where the inequalities go, I would draw a little diagram. Doesn't need to be super, doesn't need any detail actually. All it needs on is where the roots are. And this is the line y equals 0, the x-axis. We want where it's less than 0. So we want, we want this bit below the curve, between those 2 points. We want all the x's, still on a highlighter, that are minus a half and up to 4. So, the marks, we get an M1 for bringing one of the powers down and times it by that coefficient, so an attempt at differentiating all the 5 disappearing, we get that method mark, and an A1 for just the right answer, as it is. For part B, we get our first method mark for attempting to solve this quadratic. So for having this factorised, using the formula, getting to, we do need to get to this point of x equals something. Getting these 2 correct critical values is our answer mark. So the actual inequality, even at this point, hasn't really mattered. So even if you just solve that quadratic, you get these 2. Now, the next mark, this method mark, is for choosing the inside for whatever solutions you got. So even if you solved this incorrectly, as long as you attempted to and got to x values, if you picked in between the 2, that's where your method mark comes. And then A1 here for the inequality. You were allowed it as strict inequalities. You couldn't have a mix and match, and you could be funky and use set notation. I wouldn't bother because it has said range. I've used or equals to here for the inequalities because in the textbook that's what matches. Yeah, that's question 1.